Deep in the Atlantic, something is brewing. Volcanoes erupt on the seabed. The Earth's crust pierces the surface of the sea. The Canaries were born of fire and have yet to settle. Mount Teide rises almost 4,000 meters above the sea. It's a sleeping giant. It last erupted in 1909. Innumerable eruptions created one of the world's great natural wonders. Volcanoes, craters, and hardened lava streams merge in a rugged, forbidding landscape. While the islands were a glowing desert of hot mud, the ocean floor teemed with life. But below the surface too, volcanoes are unstable habitats. Hot gases can escape the Earth at any time, poisoning the surrounding water. Immobile life forms meet an untimely end. Ancient creatures continue to inhabit this strange netherworld. Many are bizarre and mysterious. When cold water meets molten lava, the result can be powerful explosions that sink entire coastlines, or complex networks of underwater caves stretching far inland. These caves are home to sea creatures that prefer the dark. Isolated from the outside world, surreal life forms have developed in a submarine cave on Lanzarote. Tiny white crabs, barely a centimeter long, completely blind. Rays have inhabited the seas since ancient times. As have these bizarre angel sharks. As the islands rose from the seabed, these creatures had to adapt to their changed environment. More and more species emerged from the deep. The island of El Hierro rose just 1 million years ago, making it the archipelago's youngest and smallest island. It was home to an animal whose ancestors came from Africa, but now has one last refuge. Tiny, inaccessible, Rocachico de Salmor. It's hard to believe any animal could exist here. But there is one. It is the El Hierro giant lizard. Between 150 and 200 of them live on the barren rock. They grow to more than half a meter despite the apparent lack of food. The sparse vegetation shouldn't support so many lizards, and yet these animals even find the energy to reproduce here. The cliffs of La Gomera rise out of the sea like a desert mountain range, dry and hot. At higher elevations, however, the island's appearance changes. Shrouded in deep mist, a living fossil has survived, the Monteverde cloud forest. Laurel trees grow close together, forming an impenetrable thicket. The forests are a remnant of the Tertiary era, the last of their kind on the planet. A rare bird inhabits the lower level of the forest where the vegetation is thinner. The laurel pigeon. Like the forest itself, the pigeon is also a living fossil. It arrived from Africa when the canaries were young. Cut off from the mainland for 20 million years, it can only exist in this restricted habitat. Of course, the animal most associated with the islands is the canary. This is its original ancestor, the Atlantic canary. Spanish explorers took the bird to Europe for its beautiful song and as a symbol of luxury and sophistication. Canaries like sweet things. They were once known as sugar birds. Today's canaries are still drawn to the ripe fruit of the arbutus tree. The fruit they drop is left behind for others. For example, the common chaffinch. You can't be too selective on an island surrounded by the ocean. Resources are scarce. You just have to adapt.